It's Wednesday. It's just after 3. I'm waiting for the ferry to take me down to Brooklyn, and we're going to get our bib numbers for the Brooklyn Half Marathon this weekend. I'm really aware that this might be the last time I ever get to run a half marathon and have a realistic shot at a genuine personal best for a while, just because life is going to lead me away from doing this on the regular the way we have been. One of the attractions of the Brooklyn Half is that it is a famously quite fast half marathon. The first half of it, you're doing dipsy doodles through Prospect Park, and it's a whole thing. And then after that, you get onto Fort Hamilton Parkway, or whatever the street is. I forget what street it is, but you go straight down, and it's literally straight. You're counting the letters of the alphabet. You go literally from A to Z, and then once you get to Avenue Z, you're not there yet, but you're certainly you're down into the Coney Island area, and then you run, and then there's a weird bottleneck about a quarter of a mile before the finish that you have to get through, and it's only 2 people wide, which really sucks. But generally, you can find a way to negotiate that because everyone's in a hurry. So once you get into that chute and you're through the chute, and then you go up onto the boardwalk, and then you run the last quarter mile on the boardwalk, and the rickety boards of the boardwalk on top of all the people that are lined up along the sides of it cheer you on to the finish. It's a fun race. There's a couple of weird bits, but that long straight stretch is largely ever so slightly downhill. So if you can get out of the first half of the Brooklyn Half and still have some gas in the tank, then you could just let it go and just let it air it out. If you know what pace you're looking to hit, you can just stay on that and know that there's not going to be anything weird going on. That said, the forecast for this weekend, there's going to be a high of 90. And 90 degrees in New York City is like 110 degrees in the desert. It's very, very hot. We've got the Gulf Stream, so it's always a little bit humid and a little bit dank here. So 90 and humid is a real problem. That's going to slow people down, but hopefully they're going to let us carry water with us on the course. In previous years, they haven't. And if they don't, then that had better be a 13-mile course with nothing but water all the way along. Nothing but water stations all the way along. Water, Gatorade. That'd be great.
Morning fog. Holy crap. Morning. It is foggy AF out here. It's wonderful. It's glorious. It was a pretty serious rain last night, and what that means is the sun is going to come up. It's going to burn all of this fog off, which, pity. It's lovely. And then we're going to have a nice long hot run down Ocean Parkway. Can't wait. We have Williamsburg at home. Some people say the Brooklyn Marathon is the friends you make along the way, but really, the real Brooklyn Marathon, it's waiting in line for the poop. Wait in line to drop a deuce just before you get into your corrals, which are here. Oh, the corrals have begun.
So what the spirit of Brooklyn is all about. Your command will be clear on your mark and then the horn. Mind your pace, mind your space while you're out there, as you're navigating through the streets of Brooklyn and seeing the boardwalk. Timers, are you ready? Start team, are you ready? Lead vehicles, are you ready? Athletes, are you ready? Your command will be on your mark and then the horn. Have a good time out there, be safe.
All right.
On your mark.
This is proof that everything can go wrong. And maybe all you need to do is just keep going. Yeah, it was a combination of humidity and around mile 8, something happened in my foot. And I'm gonna go have a look at it, and I suspect it's not gonna be terribly pretty. I had enough gas that if my foot wasn't messed up, I could have run rather faster, but I just have to save a PR for another day. But I'm glad to be done. I'm glad I got it. I remember the first time I ran the Brooklyn Half, this was the hardest part right here. It was going down these stairs, which are fairly steep. Alright. Oh, bag pickup is there. Okay, good. Ooh, yeah. So it turns out they had fixed the course a little bit. They changed it just slightly from before. You basically went around the outside of Prospect Park and then went around the inside of Prospect Park. In previous years, it's gone up and down in the first half. This time, starting about mile 4, it was a steady uphill for about a mile and a half. Normally there's a little break in the middle or something, and in this case, there just flat out wasn't. It was a good test, especially on a very hot, humid day, and literally just now, the sun is starting to break through the fog. So I'm glad we got it done before that happened. I did something on my foot at like mile 7. I don't want to take my shoe off because then it'll swell up, and that's not something that typically happens. I don't typically get hurt, so we'll see what happens. It's a great race. The Brooklyn Half is a fantastic race. There was lots of people all the way along. It was super supportive, you know, especially on a hot, imperfect day. It was very humid. You could not get enough water into your system. I've got a couple of gallons of water, as it turns out, and a very long train ride back. I'm glad I brought a change of shirt and a sweater, but my shorts are soaked. Seriously, you could drown a toddler in my panties right now. It's a lot of fun if you have the chance to run the Brooklyn Half. There's a reason it's one of the most popular half marathons in the world. It's gorgeous, and you run through all of Brooklyn. For something that was kind of a painful ordeal, it was still quite fun. You know, the medal looks good.
I like the black and yellow. Black and yellow. It's a Wiz Khalifa special. All right, heading back. Time for a postmortem. Thank you for doing that with me.